Okay. Well, great. Welcome. We'll get straight to it. You all know why you're here, or do you? That's the question, isn't it? So, hopefully, you'll all enjoy the next couple of hours. Hopefully, it didn't sound like so much silence, but hopefully, each one of you has enough silence to listen and perceive and understand what is being said and the energy behind everything we're going to talk about. And when I say listen, it's one thing to listen, another thing to really hear and understand, right? And that's the purpose of groups like this, classes like this, to not just talk about concepts, research, to just note things down in our books and Google them for intellectual analysis, but we are here for something deeper, something that changes us permanently. And we all have our different reasons as to why we're all here. So that's a question that we should begin to reflect on here and now, which is, why are you here? And you may believe already that if you've already been interested in spiritual studies and everything like that, then you might already believe that or already think you understand why you are here. But any authentic practitioner who is really awakening consciousness, or a Gnostic, as we would call it, understands that awakening is a great challenge. There's a lot of obstacles and there's a lot of experience to get through until we really start understanding the path and how to really awaken the consciousness permanently. So that's a great question to begin with. Why am I here? What has brought me here? Usually, for a lot of you, it is, we could say, a dissatisfaction with the world, our life, and our experience. And for a lot of us that come to these kinds of studies, we're also essentially suffering. And we're asking, what is the truth? And what is the reality behind all of these things that we are going through in life? What is the purpose of my life? That's what we want to know. So then the question arises, who am I? And that's what we have to ask. Who am I, and what's the purpose of my life? What's the purpose of my life? Some people may say to be a father, to be a mother, to just live, maybe to work for my country, to serve my, my government or my religion, whatever that may be. So who am I, and what's the purpose of my life? The funny thing is, you're all on a spiritual journey of life now, here and now, and you have been since you were born. But do you understand it? Do you understand really why you are here? And that's essentially one of the promises that Gnosis offers. That it offers to show you the real purpose and tell you it, not through dogma, not through belief, not through studying and thinking about it, but really to discover it for yourself. And so that's why courses like these are free. Most of you are here for free. Quite a few of you have donated to help us, which is appreciated, but that's a choice. So primarily it is free. And that's because knowledge like this, direct knowledge, gnosis, the knowledge of the spiritual mysteries, the knowledge of wisdom beyond the physical world that transcends everything is free. You can't buy it. But it does cost something. It costs certain efforts, and it costs certain sacrifices, you could say. In Buddhism, that would be called non-attachment. To release attachment to the world that you know, the ordinary world. Your 9 to 5 job, the same beliefs, you go through the same emotions, the same negativities, the same positive emotions. You're happy one day, you're sad then another day. You go out with your friends every certain amount of weeks, and it's just the same mundane thing on repeat, like a machine, mechanical. If we have some kind of spiritual conscience or consciousness about us, we'll stop for a moment sometimes amidst our mechanical lives and think, oh, why am I here? What am I doing? What really is the purpose of this life? So, Gnosis is offering us the truth. And when I say that, I'm not trying to sell you Gnosis as like another religion or another spiritual movement. The ultimate aim is simply to help each one of you to awaken to a new reality that is within you. And all we can do here is give you the tools and the signposts and the guidance to do that, if you are willing, of course. So Gnosis is a synthesis of, well, essentially the truth. It is a pathway to truth, and it's a language to communicate truth. So that's the main point here of what I'm saying, is that we're here to discover the truth. And that truth that is within each one of us, not in beliefs and say, okay, you're going to come off after this Zoom link and tell your friends, oh, I think I'm Gnostic now because I have this new belief that experience is better than reality, and I'm going to meditate every day and find the truth. And you could certainly identify that way, but the ultimate reality is, well, there are many Gnostics in the world, but nobody can judge who is awakened or not. It's all up to you. It's your choice as to whether you decide to take on these values and principles and put them into work and put them into your own life to help you and to awaken gradually. It's all a gradual process. So here in these classes, we're going to study a lot of different things. We're going to get a lot of intellectual knowledge. And that's necessary too, because we have our intellect, we have our emotions, we have our body. Gnosis works with the entirety of our being, okay? But we also have to understand that there is a difference between knowledge of the path and walking the path. So many of you here will start to earn degrees in intellectual knowledge of Gnosis, and you may be very good, but you haven't walked very fast or very far yet internally, not actually developed the consciousness yet. So these are two different things: intellectual knowledge and your degrees of awakening your actual consciousness here and now from moment to moment.